are you?
Good, good. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Good, good. Is there an issue with your camera? I can't see
No,
you.
but I just got done working out.
I was gonna say, are you still in your pajamas? What's going on?
Do I have to have the camera on?
It's entirely up to you.
I can see you just fine, but I probably need to see you. You probably don't need to see me. So if you don't mind, well, I'll just leave it off for now.
Okay, no problem. Well, welcome. My name is Dennis. Just to give you a little bit of background, I'm an ex-realtor myself, so now I've just decided to work on the mic, so just to see how we can possibly help people. I noticed that you scheduled this call to just see how we can possibly help you with your marketing. Is that
Correct.
correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Are we waiting for anybody else from your side, by the way, before we get started, or is
Oh,
it just
no,
at
just
yours?
me. It's just me. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, can you just walk me through a little bit of what made you want to schedule a call, a little bit more about what we do more specifically?
Okay. Well, I'm a new agent. I started back in April, but really
Hmm.
started in the last month or so. I got licensed in April, put it that way.
Okay.
But I grew up in the business. My grandfather had a real estate business, and all my family worked through it. But
Right.
I've had a salon for 30 years, and I'm just trying to transition to something different. So I've been lived where I've lived for 40 years, so I know a lot of people. So my sphere is pretty large. Um,
Hmm.
but I guess what I would like to concentrate on, I've had some buyer leads that just have turned up to be, you know, like running me around the whole day long, and then we're not moving. Now we're going to build a house, stuff like that. So I
Hmm.
really would like to concentrate on seller leads if I could.
Right. Okay. So what changed? I mean, 30 years having a business, it's a long
I
business.
need a change. And I still have the
Right.
business, but I have people there that can run it without me. I'm
Ah,
still
okay.
there on Fridays, but other than that, it
Right.
kind of runs itself, thank goodness.
Mm. Why not sort of expand the locations and, transition to real estate?
What's that?
Why not, expand the locations for your salon and instead of transition into real estate?
Well, because yeah, I need something different. And it's
Right.
very, very hard to find quality people where I live.
Okay.
It's
Whereabouts you
kind of,
live?
I live in Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Okay.
So
Right. I know.
it's a resort town, and a lot of people have to travel to get to it. So it's not really affordable for people. It's a lot of retirees, so or
Okay.
tourists.
Right.
So it's not affordable for people to live there and work there. So I mean, I've given
Mm-hmm.
employees gas cards, and I mean, it's difficult. And I just want something different. I don't want to do that anymore.
Got it. Okay. And you said your family's been in the space for some time in the real estate?
Yes, in Pennsylvania.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
not here. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So yeah, congratulations of taking your license. That's the first step getting
Mm-hmm.
into this. Are you currently working with a brokerage? What does that look like right now?
With I work on an excellent team. It's called EXP.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a couple of I had a couple of agents with EXP.
Hmm.
Do they give you any type of support in terms of marketing, coaching, mentorship, anything like that?
They do. The managing partners are two ladies who've been doing it a long time, and I can go to them with any questions or
Right.
um, yeah, they're helpful. Yeah,
What's
but they're
the
busy too, trying to get there's like 8 of us new there, so they're trying to get us
right?
all going.
Okay. What's the primarily marketing approach that you're using right now to get leads?
My leads have come from my sphere so far,
Okay.
and from one of the managing partners gave me a lead, and I also got another lead from a Facebook ad that I did,
Okay. Oh, do you run Facebook ads right
and
now?
open houses. I do a lot of open houses.
Okay. Do you run Facebook ads right now?
I do, and
Okay.
I use my broker spot to do that, and then I do some also.
Facebook ads. Okay. Right, it seems like you're doing a couple of things in terms of marketing. Why not just use Facebook ads and double down on Facebook ads and increase the ad spend on it instead of just looking on different approaches?
I mean, I'm up to that, but I'm spending, well, my broker spot is the one that does the ads. So, and I'm on a $200 a month budget, but
Oh, wow. Okay.
but I'm not getting, I'm not, I got one lead from it and we're going into 2 months on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you're
then
not
on
gonna
top of the
get.
ones that I do, because I do Facebook ads too. They run some, I run
Right.
some. So it's probably more like 300 a month.
Yeah, you're not gonna see a lot of results on 300 a month ad spend, and that's the harsh reality of things with Facebook ads and paid advertisement. It's just you will need to spend more, and the person who spends more usually is the one who controls the market because they
Uh-huh.
can spend more to get more. But also you need to have a working system. So once you spend that money, what happens next? How do you communicate with those sellers? So a lot of answers with regards to that. How have you seen your Facebook ads with the ones that you have connected with? How did that come across? Do they have to give you a call or are you giving them a call? What does that look like in terms of communication?
Well, like I said, I've only gotten one and they sent me a Facebook message.
Okay, I see. And did that close or
No,
is it?
I have not closed yet at all. Mm-mm. Now, it was a
Okay,
buyer that I took around 2 different days, thinking he's going to move here, but now doesn't know. So,
okay. And in terms of your listings, where would you want to be, let's say, in the next 6 to 12 months? So we have a goal that we're working with. Let's say on a monthly, on average, what does that number needs to be?
how many listings I want per month?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, 5, 10.
Okay. And what's the average price in the area?
Right around 500.
Okay. As your cuts, the usual 6% from 3% from the
Yes,
seller, 3%. Okay.
yes. Generally, that is it.
Okay, average. Okay. And we currently at 0 listings right now. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Got it. I see. Okay, I want to give you a little bit more of context as to what we do as well. And the main purpose for this call is I'm not asking for any commitment. This is more about to see if what we do aligns with where you want to be and what you want to achieve
Okay.
with achieving the 5 to 10 listings on a monthly basis. Ultimately, it's going to be a second call with Mike's partner, who she's going to walk you through the implementation strategy because everything that we do is customized to
Okay.
you, and it varies from agent to agent. And then if that sounds good to you, then on the next call she would get you started right away. So have you got anything you can just take a couple of notes over there?
Yep, I sure do. Yep.
Amazing. So there's really three things that we're approaching any markets that we're working with any agents or any broker in the industry, really. So initially what we do is we come together on a one-to-one. We give you a survey form so we can go based on data. So we're not doing Facebook ads, even though we teach you how to market better on paid advertising. And step number one would be how we can find the ready to sell sellers, the motivated sellers in any area, in any market. And the data that we're looking at is localized turnover rates, competitive saturation, clustering neighborhoods, different pieces and different components for us to
Hmm.
see who makes sense for us to even reach out to before we even reach out to. Because what we don't want to do is reach out to individuals that one don't need us. And then because you know them, then you call them and say, who are you? Why you have my number? And why are you calling me in the first place? And that automatically just you position yourself as being as like everybody else in the space.
Hmm.
And also, we want to talk and spend more of your time on talking with individuals that qualify and are ready to sell, whether that is right now or in the near future. So
Yes.
once we have identified that market audience, then we do direct marketing. This is our primary approach, and there is a reason that we use that. So we use mail and postcards, but we're not just sending out postcards or mail that is generic. So we have a whole strategy and a science behind of that, and that strategy is we want to identify what is the one thing that most sellers are looking for when before we even reach out to them. So what we do is we create an irresistible offer inside of the postcard, for example, because we know
Mm-hmm.
when we send out postcards, most people will see what's in the mailbox. But now, how do we take that information and how do we persuade people to get in contact with us, which automatically makes it more inbound leads rather than outbound?
Uh-huh.
And based on the messaging that we use, and we also work with you on this process. So before you send out those postcards, to make sure that we get more responses back. Now, the average varies from agent to agent usually, and also from market to market. So we have to find a sweet spot, and it's a learning curve, a work in progress during that time. So once we get the responses back through those people, and they usually call you, and what we're doing instead of the in-person appointment, we teach you on how to close more deals over the phone. So that way, you're not spending time on activities that doesn't generate you money or is the closest thing to making you more money, rather
Mm-hmm.
than the activities that you can just get the listing and then with the listing, then you can focus on if you have a buyer list to sell that property. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds it's just very zoomed down process. There's a lot of ounces, but every single step that we have is essentially created for to create leverage for you, create leverage because we want to buy more of your time back, so you can spend your time, whether you have family over there, and just take that time to spend more time with your family, or later down the line where you're in a position to hire somebody to delegate the admin tasks, for example, so you don't
Mm-hmm.
spend time on the admin tasks, and then just have somebody else taking care of that. So you can really focus about 80% of your time communicating with more people, because by default, when you talk with more people and get more listings, you're gonna make more money. So this is the process that we use. What questions do you have around this more specifically?
I don't really have any questions more specifically, other
Okay.
than probably you said I would have to have a call with Mike's partner.
That's right. Yes. I
Okay.
want to give you a little bit of an idea of how do we deliver all that and cover a little bit of the pricing as well.
Okay.
So you have a clear expectation of everything.
That'd be great.
So the way that we deliver all this, so as I said, initially we work with you on a one-to-one. You have access to a dedicated account manager you can reach out to on a day-to-day basis. We
Mm-hmm.
give you the entire done for you system, from the CRM, the automations, the landing pages, the SMS, the marketing materials, and the sales materials that you need from the tech aspect of things. So you don't have to worry about that. If you already have something in place right now and you don't want to, start completely from scratch, that's absolutely fine. You can adapt the things that you need the most right now to what
Mm-hmm.
you have.
Mm-hmm.
And also you get one-to-one access with Mike for mentorship, whether that was going to be over text, over Zoom, or it depends on the situation. And he does about 5 group calls a month where you can participate with all the other people, see
Mm-hmm.
what questions they're asking, how do they show up, how do they currently win their current situation. And with regards to the marketing, is a done with you process. We teach you how to do the marketing, but you sending out the postcards.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. And with regards to the pricing, we don't have a fixed price for two reasons. So on the next call, Mike's partner, she will go through the implementation strategy on what it takes for us to get you to the 5 to 10 listings consistently. And then how much time would that take for us to get you there? So we have agents that are working with us for as little as 3 months, and we have agents that are working for us for more than 2 years, and then they renew um, their contract with us. So it ranges from anywhere.
Okay. Great.
Now, is that something that you feel like you want to be forward with?
Yes, I'd like to speak to her about it for sure.
Okay, amazing. And let me see what times I have available for today. Do you have any time for today? I think I might have some availability today. What does your calendar look like?
Um, how long does it take?
So I got one for 12 p.m. EST. So I always recommend people to just book out 2 hours on the site so you can just go through the entire thing. See if you have any questions. It usually take about 60 to 90 minutes. But again, if you just short on time, it's best for me to find a different time where you can just take your
Okay.
own time and go through this thing.
Yeah.
How about 12 p.m. Eastern time
Today? No,
today? Yeah.
I can't do that. Um, hmm. We may have to look at tomorrow. That might be a better time. A better,
I can do tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern or
no,
10
actually,
a.m.
I'm sorry. I'm in the office tomorrow. Um, hmm. What about, would 3 o'clock today work or no?
Eastern time? Yeah, I can do 3.
Eastern time. Yeah.
Yep, yep,
Okay.
I can do 3.
Let's do
Let me
that.
just book you in right now and see if you get the email.